And we're back. We're in Ashbury. We've been here before. It's where we got the dog and where we pinched the looking glass rifle from the firearms master. Hehehe. Now, we're here to talk to Edward Teach, who will give us a ride to the prison island, the island of despair. Hey, you're one of those real smart tech types, aren't you? We don't get many like you around here. What can I do for you? Well, let's see what you got for sale then. Alas, nothing of any real interest. And you're not buying anything either. Well, let's keep looking around. The crooked staff, magic. Fenwick's fine clothing and accoutrements. He's also not got anything of interest to sell me. Nor does he buy anything. We now have enough of a technology aptitude that technology people like us. Neat. Let's repair some of our stuff. You'll buy the scimitar. Good. Maybe they'll buy some potions in this place. Right. Magic people want nothing to do with us. Yeah. What are these glowing balls? Love light. Can't do anything with them, seems like. What have you got? Fuel, Invigorator, Miracle Cure. I think I've got all of those. Again, can't sell anything. An old adventurer came through here last week. He said he found some old ruins to the northwest, beyond the Grey Mountains. He said that in the ruins was an old altar made of solid gold. Okay, neat. If you happen to be over by the cemetery gate, steer clear of the wizard who's standing by them. What a complete and utter snob. We'll keep that in mind. What goes on around here? Have you met Theo Brightstart? I have never met another man who can throw as well as he. I cannot help you, half-orc. Please, I beg your pardon, sir. What does a despicable woman such as yourself want with me? If I could only speak with you for a moment, sir. Seeing as you know how to treat your betters with respect, it would be the least I could do to help you out. What did you wish to speak to me about? Is there any adventure to be had around these parts? It's funny you should ask. I have a bit of a problem. I'm listening. There is a rather eccentric scientician that lives here in town. Neither hide nor hair of him has been sighted in a fortnight. What does this have to do with you? I had contracted this fellow to use his technology to improve an old set of plate armor I had. Why do you need my assistance? I went to his house 2 days ago, searching for him. His door was unlocked, so I went in. I was immediately accosted by all manner of gadgetry and was forced to flee. You expect me to go in there for you? It's too tough for me, but a woman of your ingenuity could waltz right into his house and get my armor for me. What do I get out of this? I'll give you 200 coins for retrieving my plate. Okay, sure. Good show. I'll be waiting out here for you to return. Whoa. Dang. Mechanized arachnid, poison. And we gotta level up. We can get the chapeau, which we already have one, but we need to buy this one to get to the Tesla rod, so... Oof. I think I should have gone into turn-based combat for that one. I was not expecting him to burst out of that crate. Automaton. Well, this is interesting. Learn the new schematic. Basic machine plate. It's 1,000 stones. Very heavy. Let's see. Let's compare to our chain panel. Armor class 12, damage resistance 23. To armor class 20, damage resistance 30. Significantly improved fire resistance, but twice as much penalty to electrical resistance. So this is going to make us very vulnerable to electricity, but the defense is very good. Man, look at us. Looking fine. And we've learned how to make up automatons. The future has arrived. The greatest minds of the mechanical discipline have collaborated to create the most unbelievable and unparalleled technological creation of all time. All hail the automaton! With even more armor and power than the mechanized arachnid, this bipedal behemoth is the ultimate destructive force. I need an elite plate and a mechanized arachnid. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the elite plate is the final recipe for smithing. And the mechanized arachnid is the final one for the mechanical discipline. Right. Being able to make automatons sounds pretty darn nice. But I don't think I'm going to get enough points for it until I get to level 50. I'd have to ignore everything else, which I don't want to do. So it's nice, but out of our reach. Obviously, we're not going to give him this. This suit of armor is worth way more than the piddly XP he was going to give us. And gold. Maybe we'll return and give him the thing at some point. If we find something better to wear. He'll buy the chainmail. Sold. I have a little bit of light encumbrance. I need to fix that. Problem is, I don't know where I can find a shop that will buy my junk. Ashbury Osselry. Okay. This is where we would go to stay the night. I've never found a need to sleep at an inn. Ever. We can just rest anywhere. We don't need to go here. We don't need to go to an inn. High velocity pistol. Sure. Now, will you buy my stuff? Doesn't seem like it. Needs a charged accelerator gun and a fancy pistol. Speed is power, and nothing shows this better than the incredible high velocity pistol. The combination of the accelerator gun and the fancy pistol, this marvelous little firearm accelerates its ammunition to unbelievable speed, doing considerably more damage upon impact. Never before has so much power come in such a small package. Sounds really cool. I don't think it's as good as the hand cannon, though. Let me just check something. Yeah, we need 17 intelligence for the next one. It's gonna be a while. What do you know about this place, Sog? Here? This is Ashbury, ain't it? Can't say I like the place all that much. But there's a nice little tavern around here. What was it called? Ooh, the Mad King Tavern. It's about time for a drink, ain't it?
What is it that you want of me? What can I answer for you? Huh, Ashbury. I hate towns like this. Boring, backwards people. Not much in the way of excitement either.
One of these ships must be the one we came here looking for. But we're not ready to leave just yet. Raymond's Fine Spectacles. And yep, he sells glasses. Not sure what else I expected. I think you can come here later to fulfill a quest if you need to. Any good gossip lately? I heard that people have been seeing zombies around the graveyard. I recommend you stay away. Have you met William Thorndup? He's quite a strange one. He must be a bit daft to do what he's done to himself. Right. Cut off his thumbs. I heard an old adventurer passing through here the other day. I don't know what he found, but I heard him mention these coordinates. 617W528S. Rumor has it that old Malachi Ranch's castle up North Ashbury is haunted. I'm not surprised. That old Malachi fellow was a weird one, they say. Have you run into Kendrick Wales here in Ashbury? He's running around telling everyone that he's writing a book, but won't tell anyone what it's about. The whole town is an uproar over the statue of Oliver Bettington. It seems that everyone has a different opinion about how and where it should be built. Have you heard of the ancient shipwreck meant to be a short ways up the coast from here? Many have tried to find it, but few have returned from the attempt. Okay. Very interesting. So these people don't have anything to say. And we're back here. So we've not found a shop that will buy this junk that we're carrying. Quite a shame. Quite a shame. May I ask who you are? My name is Kendrick Wales, learned scholar and author. And you are? I am Martini Kaboom. Might I ask you a few questions? Certainly. You said you were a scholar. What do you study, sir? Me? Oh, I dabble here and there in Elven history. I taught at various universities when I was younger. But in the past 5 years, I've been working on nothing but my first book. It's just gone to press. Really, what is it about? Well, I'm not really supposed to talk about it. But I can tell you it's called The Curse of Tsenang and should be available for purchase any day now. I am not one to sound my own virtues, but I must admit that it's a masterpiece. True example of the scholarly pursuit. Can you tell me anything about it, Kendrick? Sorry, madam. I'm under contract. I can't reveal anything at all about it. I'm sure you'll see it in all of the best bookstores any day now. You'll just have to wait until then. I'm not sure, but this might be important later. Ooh, healing salves. And nitroglycerin. Let's see about making some room here so we can carry. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. He's still lightly encumbered because we are having him carry so much stuff. Now, over here is just the train station. Let's try and hit the shops again. Nope, 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 nope. Completely out of luck. Ah, but you will buy these. Okay, good. That's something, at least.
Listen, you're bothering me. I mean, really bothering me.
Sir, why do you speak to me so?
You're having the most unpleasant effect on my senses, madam. I can't say as I've ever seen the like of it. Repulsive, to say the least.
Ah, I think he only likes evil people. I'd expect someone of your caliber to be a bit more open-minded.
Yes. I'd rather not wrinkle my garments over such trivial matters. I suppose I can look past your faults this one time.
And I'll do the same. Might I ask who you are?
My name is Geoffrey Tarlondash, and who, might I ask, are you?
Martini Kaboom. What are you doing out here?
I'm tending to my own business. That's what I'm doing. I swear the manners of the peasantry.
I'm sorry, perhaps I didn't hear you correctly.
I think you heard me just fine, madam. Now, unless you plan on becoming less of an annoyance, I suggest you leave. Really, I have little time for your insignificant drivel.
Is that an eloquent way of saying you've no purpose here?
Perhaps you're not as ignorant and as bland as you look, stranger.
Oh, we like that.
At least the brain power to conceive an amusing response. Nicely done. You've not the barbarian upbringing I expected.
And what is your background, Geoffrey?
Mine? Oh, the usual. Raised in Caledon, schooled in Tarrant, summers off the coast of Catan. I'm of the Fallsburg Talondashers, if you know that sort of thing. I spent a few years in Tula among the old wizards. Bloody boring bunch of old codgers.
I see. Which college of magic did you study?
Oh, I dabbled in the necromantic arts, mainly on the darker side. A little of this and that. I've a job waiting for me in Toronto with one of the newer mage consortiums, if I've ever a mind to go there.
Interesting. Just what are you doing here?
Oh, haven't you heard? Ashbury has a problem with its cemetery. Seems they've got bloody zombies just sprouting up from the ground every night, and nobody knows why. I just happened to be traveling through here on my way back to Caledon, and I thought I'd look into the matter.
What do you think the problem is?
Just between you and I, there's quite a famous individual buried here in the Ashbury graveyard. A fellow by the name of Malachi Wrench. He was quite a necromancer in his time, wrote a few controversial texts, that sort of thing.
But if he's dead...
Yes, I'm getting to that. I think the old chap was buried with something powerful. And whatever it is finally got out, and now every dead John and Barry in this town is coming back to dinner. Quite a good story, if that's your cup of tea.
And so?
And so, I want whatever the hell is down there. And I plan on finding out just as soon as I can figure out a way to get rid of these bloody zombies.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Yes, you just might be useful after all. I'd be willing to offer you 500 gold pieces for whatever is raising these zombies.
Done. I'll return when I found it. We must all die, there is no doubt. Your glass is running, mine is out. Here lies Lester Moore, 4 slugs from a .44. No less, no more. Life is a jest, all things show it. I thought so once, now I know it. Nary a drop, nary a one, dead anyway because of a gun. Nothing is so sacred as honor, nothing is so loyal as love. That's sweet. Many a heart by sorrow pressed doth envy me my peaceful rest. And here's the secret entrance to the Panari crypt. Good. So much to do, so little done. Sleep on, sweet baby, and take thy rest. God called thee home, he thought it best. Learn the living from the dead, how easy breaks life's tender thread. Here lies Tiffany Chu, practiced in the diplomatic ways. They brought her to the end of her days. Here lies Scott Jacobson, who came upon an evil lich. He didn't even think to run, and ended up in this ditch. There's liches in this setting. Ooh. Love is your spirit in the sun. Strength is your legacy you left. Life is your essence, never gone. Jeffrey Botham. His wife was constantly scolding and scoffing, so he sought for repose in the 12-coin coffin. That's cheap. Weep not, father and mother, for me, for I am waiting in glory for thee. Here lies Charles at 6 guns. Needed 7, now he is in heaven. Here doth lie on John Fry, hit in the eye socket by a falling skyrocket. Here lies Joe Easter, died before his time. He just wouldn't listen when we said, by design. Here lies Darren the Cruel Park Esquire, husband to Rhonda, father to Catherine and Megan, great Stillwater beast hunter and collector of skulls and antiquities. Stillwater. That's where Elder Joaquin is. Ooh, zombies. Hey, who blew out the candle? Hello, is anyone there? Here lies Jeff Upton Rowley. I can see up your skirt. I told you I was sick. Short but sweet. Okay. Level 3 zombies. No problemo. Oh wait, Wait, are they just gonna keep spawning? I guess we need to go in here. The zombies are all spawning. Oh, that's the crematorium. The zombies are all spawning over there. So it must be something that's buried there? I don't know. Small metal object. Nothing here. Okay. This ain't so difficult. These are looking a bit more dangerous. Passage. Gem of Malachi Ranch. I think that's it. Okay, let's go back. Give this to Jeffrey. And we're out here again. What will happen if we try to open that door? Locked. Oh. Fire elemental. I can't hit them from here. Oh, there's more. The dog's doing most of the work.
What is it that you want of me?
Oh. He lost the arcane robes. Dang. Maybe we'll find some way to repair it at some point. We definitely need to repair the large basic plate mail. What did you pick up? Unidentified hammer.
What is it that you want of me?
Now that we have the gem, do they keep coming back? Here lies Kelly. We buried him today. He lived the life of Riley when Riley was away. Beloved mother, earth this casket keeps, the sunbeams long to linger, where our sainted baby sleeps. Ooh. Here lies Jason Buttertaco Furler, master dark elf swordsman of evil. The IFS Zephyr came down upon his head while he was collecting twigs and berries. That's funny. Here lies an atheist, all dressed up and no place to go. We've seen that one already. Okay. Here lies Cameron DeMar, The wild warrior was put to rest after a long life of great battles. May he rest in peace. In memory of Quang Pham, lost to us while traveling to Toronto University. His body was never recovered. Here lies Richard A. Nelson. He was such a giving man. We will miss him with all our heart, Madam Lil and the girls. We must all die, there is no doubt. Your last is running, mine is out. Okay, we've seen that one. Here lies Dave Jordan. His last words were a shame. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Unfortunately, it was a train. This old world is made brighter by the lives of folks like you. Neat. Here lies Brian Wilkinson. The doc said he'd be alright. Guess Doc was all wrong. Learn the living from the dead. How easy breaks life's tender thread. Beloved Father, love is your spirit in the sun. Strength is your legacy you left. Life is your essence, never gone. Hey, who blew out the candle? Hello, is anyone there? This old world is made brighter by the lives of folks like you. Okay. Here lies Chad Martin, aka God's Fury, Master of Knives. He could make quite a mess, killed while trying to put Belle in a dress. Grim death took him, without any warning. Well at night, dead in the morning. Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow you may die. On the 22nd of June, Edward Fiddle went out of tune. Here lies Lester, Mr. Wax Stoker. Magic, thief, talker was quite the weed. He will pester us no longer, because we planted him like a seed. Beloved Father, I told you I was sick. Hey, who blew out the candle? Hello, is anyone there? We've seen these ones already.
What? Yes, what is it?
I found what was underneath the graveyard, Jeffrey.
Really? I'm very interested in obtaining that object. I'll pay you 500 gold pieces for it right now.
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much. Good day to you. You're not a bad sort. Nice doing business with you.
And that's it. I think we can't convince him to come with us. Not only do we not have a free slot, but we're also good for now, so he won't join us. Do you have a job I could do? Theo Bright Start. I do got one small problem. I just can't seem to take care of it. Maybe you could. What do you need? I spend every day here, plowing, planting, picking, working the land I love. A while back, some wild pigs moved into the area. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get rid of them. And those critters are really starting to damage my crops. Those pigs are just too wily for me. Think you can get rid of a few pigs? I'll pay you. I'm sure I can handle it. What's the pay? It's not a big job. I don't think it's worth more than 50 coins. Sounds fair. 50 coins. Let's go find those wild pigs. Where are they? I guess this is it. This is the place. These must be the pigs. Killing the pigs actually made me lose a point of alignment. taken care of the pigs as you requested. Well done. Here's the 50 coins we agreed. Thank you for the help. Thank you, Theo Brightstart. Is there anything else I can help you with? You certainly got an itching to work, eh, lady? There is one other thing. See those huge boulders around my field? They make it hard to plow. I think you're strong enough. Think you're strong enough to load them all into that wagon over yonder? I think I can manage that. What's the pay? They've been bothering me a long while. I can tell you for sure that I'll never be able to lift them myself. How's 50 coins? Sure thing. 50 coins. So then, we're going to have to transfer a lot of stuff to Sog's inventory. This should be enough. The item is too heavy. Is it? Okay, so I can't carry the stones. Whoopsie. And my companions don't try to pick them up either. So it's probably too heavy even for them. Hmm. 4,000 stone. If only there was a way we could get Sog to pick them up. Okay, maybe we can still do this. Let's try something. Actually, later. I still want to try and sell this stuff. She will also not buy anything. Fantastic. This is William Thorndup's house. Okay. What about these prisoners? Can we talk with them? What are you in here for? Bah, some fool insulted me down at the pub. I was teaching him some manners when the damnable guards busted in and hauled me away. If they would have just left me a few more minutes, I would have taught the yokel a lesson he'd surely never forget. He motions with his hands, as if stabbing someone through the back. Oh my. I can talk to this one. Now can I talk with this gnome fellow? Halfling. Okay. And what's over here? Nothing. Okay. So, yeah. We're going to have to clear up some space in our inventory. How are we doing for money? We're doing very well for money. I don't think it's something we need to worry about. Let's try and repair.
What is it that you want to?
This. You can't.
What is it that you?
Okay. We're gonna need a repairman with higher skill, or maybe become a repairman ourselves at some point. Repair requires intelligence and quite a few, but it will take quite a few points to master. I think you need to be a master to fix broken items. Let me just drop off these items. So that we can later sell them. Might as well drop this one here. We're not gonna be using it for a while. Now let's try and make ourselves a bit more weightless. There is no room for that item, but we can carry it now. Okay.
What is it that?
I see how this is going to be. We're just going to have to hand over all of our items. I have no idea how many tiles the stone is gonna be, so yep, no other choice. Tedious, but it is the way it is. Look, if you say you're gonna do something, if you accept to do a job, you should try your best to see if you can get it done. It's a matter of pride, plain and simple. Pull up. Okay. Uh-huh. It is pretty big. I think this is only possible because I have the anti-gravity gem. Two more stones, it looks like. Something interesting I've read about the way that the scrolling works. It seems that you're able to scroll further away the higher your perception stat is. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't really noticed the difference. Then again, maybe the resolution mod kind of screws with that. I'm not sure. I've moved the boulders. Nice work. Here's the 50 coin I promised. Thank you. I'd better get back to tending my crops. Goodbye. Nice. Job well done.
What is it that you...
And now, let's take back our things. Poor little electric light. We've made it, but we haven't really found much of a use for it, because we're mostly using two-handed weapons. We need to make some more bullets, by the way. I gotta remember that. We're running dangerously low. We could just right click. What the heck was I thinking? What's the recipe for bullets? Saltpeter, charcoal. Let's grab some charcoal and head to the Panari crypt. We've got saltpeter there. This is coal, not charcoal. Here. And let's also visit the wise woman to get her to identify this hammer we found. Infernal Hammer. Not that amazing. That's all the saltpeter I got. Still got a bit of a charcoal. Well, it wasn't that many. Only made about 100. Gotta remember, be on the lookout for charcoal and saltpeter. He doesn't want to buy this one. Okay. What about you? No. Oh, and there's the castle as well. We want to go there as well, so might as well now. Before we head off for the Island of Despair. There's not really any quest associated with this place. It's just a location full of monsters to kill and loot. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know why I bother with lockpicking. Level up. Let's go intelligence. Easy. Heavy rags, axe, gold. At this point in the game, I'm a bit more discerning about what I loot. I won't pick up just any old junk. Fancy chest. Gold. Locked door. Wheat chair. Lots of gold. Key to Ashbury Castle upstairs. Wish I'd known there was a key before I started tearing down doors.
It is done.
Okay, I think it's time we go upstairs. Scattered bowmen. These are bit more serious. And they're loaded. One thing I don't like is when you pick a target, your followers will then disengage from whoever they're facing to chase after that same target. I mean, I'd rather they keep fighting whoever they're fighting. I suppose it is an interesting way to get them to focus on a specific enemy if you need to. I just wish we had options. There's a room there we didn't check. And there's nothing here. Nothing. Nothing. I didn't notice we were facing a lich. I thought that was just archers. But man, we've come a long way. We're dealing with these dangerous enemies easily. Key to Ashbury Castle basement. Fancy ring. Decent gold ring. Lots of gold. Basement. So there's a basement. I didn't see any stairs leading down. These ones lead back to the first floor. We've been here. Maybe there's a hidden passage to the basement that I haven't seen. Oh, here. But this one wasn't locked. Ropes, gold. More of those blue zombies. Lord of the Damned. Ooh. Let's not underestimate that guy. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. My cat is asking for attention. Just a second, you little fuzz baby. I want to finish off the castle. Diamond. Neat. A greater skeleton. Didn't feel all that great. I feel that the dog has now reached the point where he is truly a formidable force of nature. But we still need to keep Virgil around to keep him alive. He can't wear armor, poor fellow. Running dangerously out of bullets. What did you pick up? An unidentified mace. And short bow. I don't want the short bows, but we can take the mace. $4,370 points of XP to the next level. Well, maybe we'll just make it. Yeah, those blue zombies also hurt your armor. Gotta be careful for them. Gotta be careful with them. Can't get too cocky.
It is done.
Ooh, so close. 110. Right. Let's save. Now, a fight of this caliber will require careful planning and precision. Boom boom, bitches! Got a gold ring and then an unidentified helm. And gold. Okay, points. We still don't have enough points for the healing jacket. Electrical harness plus leather armor. Okay. Let's put another point in intelligence. And that's it. That's the whole castle explored. So we got some sweet loot out of it, and some XP, which is the most important thing. But we are down to 100 bullets. And it looks like we'll have to invest money into buying more, which was always going to be an inevitability. First things first, let's go identify our junk. Do we have anything? The unidentified mace. We'll take that gold. And who are you, tall, dark, and creepy? are you? You can call me friend for now. I don't like answering too many questions. It can be hazardous to one's health. What goes on around here? I have no tidings for you. You mean the Black Isle? I'm not quite sure. So, nothing came of it. So long, friend. Identification time. Mace of Betrayal. Aids enemies. Restores fatigue, major healing. That sounds terrible. Dark Helm. Alignment minus 20. So I've heard about this. Using the Dark Helmet, you can actually change a companion's alignment and make them evil. Venomous Robes. So it improves everything by 20% except poison resistance, which decreases it by 100% and applies poison. That sounds pretty terrible. I would never want to use this. Will you buy anything? She'll buy some gems. Very picky. I think I'll keep the Dark Helmet. Just in case I ever want to change a companion's alignment. I don't think I ever will, but if there is a thing that comes up at some point. Yep, it's right here. I'll also stash one of each of the gems. I don't know if they'll actually ever be required, but just in case they are. The rest we will hold on to.
What is it that you want?
Virgil, you can have this. Here, let's stop by this place. I can sell the short bow. Not the venomous robes, though. I should have dropped the nitroglycerin while I was there. Too late now. I do need to repair your stuff. Okay. You can sell the broadsword, the mace of betrayal, but not anything else. Dang. He's only got 20 bullets. How
What
about
is
you,
it that-
Virgil? We do need to fix some of your stuff as well.
What is it that you want of me?
How about this guy? Sidearms and saltpeter. Does he buy anything? Nope. Not a single thing. He's got a lot more bullets though. But yeah, at this rate, we will be reduced to using just the plain old boomerang. What's in here? Oh. I suspect this is the guy we need. Ahoy there, lassie. What can old Teach do ye for? I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met. Aye, we have that at that. I be Captain Edward Teach, salty sea dog and captain of the Gypsy Shadow, the crustiest and most seaworthy vessel this side of Razor's Cape. Nice to make your acquaintance. The pleasure is mine, but I really must be going. Okay. Now, save. We get some wine. The Hand by Frederick von Habsgood. I think we need this for a quest, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna read this. Ok, Okay, so here we are. We are ready to set sail, and we're gonna leave it at that. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.